You know, it's been a 30-year party, and I'm glad to be back out here tonight, and we get to make more memories here. It's a crisp January evening, the sun setting behind the mountain, and we are firing up the lights as we get set to kick off our first event of the weekend. It's women's ski Knuckle Huck. You couldn't ask for a better backdrop out here tonight to hand out some XGames hardware. Welcome to the booth, everyone. I'm Jimmy Coleman, standing alongside seven-time XGames ski medalist Maggie Voisin, and last year was your first year in the booth. Welcome back. You had so much fun. You're back for year two.
Yes, thank you. I am so excited to be back here at XGames. This is my favorite event to be a part of, to watch. I mean, the action here is unlike anything else. This is the best of the best. It's invitation only. The athletes, they work all year for this. And we're starting it off tonight with the second ever women's ski Knuckle Huck, and I'm super excited.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Your second year in the booth, and only the second time it's been contested on the women's side of things. And let's talk about last year's champion, yes. Olivia Asselin. She walked out of here with the gold knuckle. She's back in the lineup this year.
Yes, Olivia Asselin, our gold medalist from last year's Knuckle Huck. She brought home the gold not only because she has the best style, but she had the most variety and creativity in her tricks, with hand drags, nose butter rotations, and she also stomped some floaty airs. I'm really excited to see what she has for us, and I think she's going to be really hard to beat.
Well, that's kind of the thing about this event. You don't really have a lift. There's not a jump that you're going off of here. Basically, you're going off the roller. That's what the knuckle is. It's the end of the landing on the last jump here on the slope style in the big air course. So this one's about expression. It's about creativity, or an expression session, as I like to call it, which you really liked earlier.
I love the expression section. But it's all about the wow factor. So the judges are going to be looking at overall impression. So like I said, keep it simple. Wow factor. That's also the creativity, use of the knuckle, execution, style, and it's the best 2 to 3 tricks comprised that make the top score.
Yeah, when you have a jam session like that, like, yes, obviously you want to have some big tricks, but it's not just about the one big trick. You have to have a couple of them. However, if you do have some hiccups, it's not going to hurt. They're looking at how you do overall in that jam session. But we get the luxury of calling the action here in the booth. Let's send it down to the third member of our team right now, Kristen Beat.
Jimmy, thanks so much. 108 different athletes, 60 medals being awarded, 20 unique disciplines, and it all kicks off right here with women's Knuckle Huck. Now, I spoke with the defending gold medalist, Olivia Asselin, and she told me that what makes Knuckle Huck special is that she gets to showcase a different side of her skiing. It's not just about amplitude or spins, it's about style and finesse, and that is who she is on and off the snow. Olivia Asselin is skiing's it girl right now. She designs her own clothes, she's creative, and we're going to see that creativity out on the slopes, guys.
Well, we talked about our standout from last year. Let's meet the rest of our starting lineup here tonight in women's ski Knuckle Huck.
My name's Marin Hamill, and I'm 23 years old, and I'm from Park City, Utah.
Hi, my name is Grace Eldon. I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Whitefish, Montana.
I'm Taylor Lundquist, and I'm 31 from Park City, Utah.
My name is Teresa Korabova. I'm 26, and I come from Czech Republic.
I'm Anni Karava. I'm 24, and my hometown is Ruka Ski Resort.
Hey, my name is Sarah Hoffman. I'm 34 years old, and I'm from Geneva, Switzerland.
I'm Rell Harwood. I'm from Park City, Utah, and I'm 23 years old.
I'm Olivia Asselin. I'm 20 years old, and I'm from Quebec in Canada.
There are your 8 competitors out here tonight. A couple of XGames rookies in the field. Entire podium from last year here in the lineup tonight, Maggie.
Yeah, I also want to highlight Rell Harwood, our silver medalist from last year's women's ski Knuckle Huck. And I'm not going to lie, she has some of the most impressive nose butter rotations. I know she's capable of the nose butter 900. She posted on Instagram yesterday, gave us a sneak peek, and I just can't wait to see what all of these women are going to throw down for us tonight.
Well, this is how it works out here tonight at women's ski Knuckle Huck. This is a jam session. You have a 20-minute clock that will run out here once we drop our first athlete, and basically they're going to run in the order that they were just introduced to you there when we met our starting lineup. And again, let's recap this. The overall impression, we talked about, like, yes, you want to have big tricks. You don't want to have just one. You want to have a couple. If you have a hiccup or two, not that big of a deal. You said you're looking for about maybe your best 3 hits.
Yep. Absolutely, like you mentioned. I mean, really, this contest is all about creativity. Also, you know, that progression and variety. Like I mentioned, the judges want to see how you use the knuckle. And when I say that, you can do hand drags, you can do different variations, you can do nose butters, or you can just boost it like a natural jump. So there's so many options. And also what I really love about this event is that it's not your slope style, big air. It's fun. There's a little more like relaxation about it.
Well, here we go with one of our 2 X Games rookies. This is Salt Lake City, Utah's Marin Hamill.
Marin coming in for us. Oh my gosh, with a massive big air. She's starting us off. What's it, like I mentioned, this is the 2nd ever women's ski knuckle huck. Last year was the inaugural event, and I'm just so excited that these ladies are once again here at X Games showing us what they have off the knuckle.
Take another look.
And here it is. Oh, look at that tail drag off the knuckle. And that's what I'm talking about with these different varieties that you can use off the knuckle. And you'll see a bunch of variety from these females.
Well, I mentioned rookies earlier. Here's our other rookie in the lineup. This is she's from your neck of the woods, out of Whitefish, Montana. This is Grace Eldon.
I know I might be biased, but she's from the best town in the whole country. But yeah, Whitefish, Montana. There's something in the water with all these athletes and skiers from there. Oh my goodness, with a massive rotation. So there we go with the variation. She did a little spin into the knuckle and then kept rotating. And that was, oh my gosh, so impressive. Once again, you're gonna hear that from me all night, but I just love what these ladies have to offer from us.
And she sends this one pretty deep. You can see she goes a couple of die lines down into the landing on that hit.
A little bit of an over rotation, but that's, you know, it's kind of easy to do. Like I said, because it's not a traditional knuckle, you can boost all the way to the bottom of the landing and, you know, over rotating, under rotating, that happens. But once again,
oh, little Instagram action there, as you see on the right side of the screen as we welcome in Park City, Utah's Taylor Lundquist for her first attempt here.
Taylor, she was here last year showing us all of her style, and I'm so happy she's back. Coming in switch with that switch tail butter, landing switch again, showing us her style, her steez. Taylor is such an incredible skier. She actually did slope style events, and then I believe in 2018 decided she just wanted to take her passion mainly into the streets, and she's really become the pioneer of urban skiing for women.
She just came off of a 5th place finish back in December at the street style event, which was a qualifier to get here to Aspen. Yeah. So we take our first look at Teresa Korabova from Austria.
Coming in forward. Oh, once again with just that steezy nose butter 360. And one thing that I also really love about this event, and we heard it earlier from Olivia, is that there isn't a strategy to this event. It's not your traditional slope style, big air, half pipe. The women are just feeding off of each other, and it really creates fun camaraderie, and they all told me this one is just all about fun. It's the best way to start X Games.
Coming in now, our Finnish competitor, Anni Korabova. She just missed the podium here last year, had to settle for 4th.
Oh, with a massive 540 landing switch, kind of dragging her noses on the knuckle too. I really love that. Yeah, Anni, she got the chalk medal, as I call it. I've had a lot of races back in my day, and so I'm sure she's hungry to get on the podium, and she has what it takes. I mean, all these women do.
Well, one thing to mention that we haven't talked about, you're not going to see scores. This is a live ranking as we go through this jam session. And with that, you see Anni jump to the top of the leaderboard there with Marin in 2nd and Grace sitting in 3rd right now. But this is Switzerland's Sarah Hoffman.
Yes, Sarah, she got a bronze out here last year and showing us why. Ooh, going big and a little deep and landing kind of backseat, which is why I think she washed out a bit. But like we mentioned, you get 20 minutes jam session, as many tries as you want, and if you have a mess up or anything like that, that's all right.
Yeah, we're not even 25% of the way through here. Look at that, we still got 16, 22, 20 counting down here. But again, Anni Korabova sitting in the top spot as of right now as we bring in last year's silver medalist in this event. It's Rell Harwood.
Yes, Rell Harwood, I did highlight her. I'm so excited to see what she has for us, and if she's gonna start big, right with that nose butter 540, so steezy, but like I said, she has the nose butter 900. So another full rotation that she can add on to that 540 that she just did.
Also to her credit, last year was her rookie appearance out here. She walked out here with 2 medals. She got a bronze in big air as well.
There's something about the rookie energy. I'm not gonna lie, I think it's just, you don't have any pressure. And it's a lot of these girls' dreams. You see it, I've seen it on Instagram and talking to them. It's a dream come true to be here at X Games. And when you have nothing to lose, you might as well just give it all you got.
Look at that, bumped her up in that number 2 spot now. So she bumps Marin down to 3rd. But this is last year's champ, the recipient of the gold knuckles. It's Olivia Asselin.
That was one of my favorite tricks from last year. So this is another variation that we have not seen yet from the other women in the field, and this is the hand drag. So look, she's almost setting a spin, corking, dragging her hands on the knuckle, and then landing again on her feet. It's wild.
Also getting into that position, for those of you watching at home, there's no lip, there's no jump here. You're literally just going off with a roller. This is essentially the landing on the last hit on the slopestyle course. And to get into that position, I mean, it's mind-blowing to watch. So taking a look at our top storylines here, Olivia Asselin, the defending gold medalist out here. That's your entire podium from last season. Rell Harwood, as I just mentioned, she got 2 medals as a rookie last year. Yep. That rookie energy that you were talking about. And Sarah Hoffman with the bronze. She's got 5 total X Games medals to her name. But that's just round 1. There's still plenty of time left on the clock here, Maggie.
Plenty of time, and we're back at the top with Marin Hamill. She is on the U.S. free ski team, and she is no stranger to the Knuckle Huck. She loves it. I've competed with her, trained with her for many years, and this is one thing, she has not yet competed in the Knuckle Huck here at X Games, and I'm so excited to see her name because she has the style, she has the creativity, and she loves Knuckle Huck. And right here, jumping to 180, little nose grab, and then back to 180. So once again, with that variation, using the knuckle almost twice. And some of those females, you'll see them just do one big trick, but Marin's like, I'm gonna do a couple things up here before I land.
You got plenty of time to try to impress those judges. Remember, it's overall impression. She's gonna sit on the outside looking in for right now, still sitting at that number 4 spot. So we bring back in Grace Ellen again. This is the rookie portion of the lineup here. 2 X Games rookies to start up the lineup.
Here she goes for us. Nose butter into the 7. Oh, I mean, just squeaking it around. But I mean, getting it to her feet, that was the one she did last time. And we said she over-rotated a little bit, but definitely got the rotation much stronger there. Definitely some things she can clean up, but I love it. She's giving it all she has, and that is the rookie energy I'm talking about.
She just opened up a little bit in that rotation, but that was a heck of a save right there. Like you said, just squeaks that one around at the very end.
I mean, all these athletes, they're like cats. They get to their feet somehow. I'm like, whoa, but they do it nonetheless.
This is Taylor Lundquist. Taylor sitting down in that number 7 position as of right now. Just under 13.5 minutes to go here as of right now.
There we have another nose butter rotation landing back to switch. And I think one thing that I want everyone that's watching to look is the smiles, the energy you're getting from these females. This is fun, this is light, this is exciting.
Well, that just bumped her from 7th. That put Taylor, she's knocking on the door of the podium now. That just jumped her up into that number 4 position with still well over half of the time left to go as we take our second look at Teresa Korabova.
Oh, and there we have it again. Another hand drag. Olivia was the only girl that did that, but now Teresa laying it down, showing us she's also got those skills. And here it is.
How do you get parallel to the knuckle like that with no lip? I mean, you're just tossing yourself.
I mean, it's really all commitment and trust. I'm not gonna lie, I've tried a couple hand drags in my day, and they did not end up looking that good.
Anni Korabova back in. She was in that top spot, but after we saw Olivia Asselin go, she now finds herself looking at a potential silver medal here.
With a massive 720 to the bottom.
All the way to the bottom. I mean, you're almost out of transition at that point. She was running out of real estate. Did you see the smile on her face when she did ski by us?
I'm like, did she surprise herself there? I mean, she does a little, like, drags her noses, and I thought she was doing a 540, and then, nope, one more rotation going past the bottom line, which you can't really see, but she literally landed on the last bit of transition in that landing.
You go any deeper than that, and you're going to end up in the monster tent down there. You got to be careful with that.
Gotta watch out.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Anni just jumped back up to the top spot. She overtakes Olivia on that one. Wowzers. We take another look at Sarah Hoffman. Sends it deep as well.
Look, a massive 540 dragging those tails across the knuckle. And once again, you have to look at the faces on all these females. I think they're all surprising themselves. So switch, dragging those tails with a 540 rotation, landing back to forward. Yeah, Sarah. And Sarah is one of those athletes.
Before we get to our next skier, let's check in one more time with Kristen.
Yeah, just giving you guys a quick update on Rell Harwood, who is currently 4th on the leaderboard. I asked her during practice who she draws inspiration from. She watches a lot of the men's skiers and knuckle. She said Henrique Arlo is the man that she is watching right now. She said his style is just off the charts. That's who she wants to mold her skiing after.
Rell coming in, switch for us. Whoa! Oh man, kind of getting caught up there in the landing. That's the one thing about Knuckle Huck. I mean, all these women are making it look pretty easy, but the consequences are really high.
Rell's going to stick in that number 4 spot there, but Anni Korabova jumping up to the top spot here. However, your defending gold medalist goes last in the lineup here before we go back up to top. But take a look here in the bottom right-hand corner of your screen. There's a look at what she did in run at number 1.
And she's coming in switch this time, so giving us something different. Switch 180. No way! Oh my goodness.
Takes a good hit there, loses both the skis, but she springs right back up, kind of shaking off the snow from that one.
Yeah, right back under her feet. We love to see when the athletes spring right up after a crash. I mean, that was awesome. So last year she did that flat 5 variation, but this year she wanted to add in by doing the switch 180 into it. So this is a new trick that we have not yet seen from Olivia. So, I mean, looks like she's good, and if she can shake it off, I really hope we see it again from her.
Teresa jumped up into that number 3 spot as well. I didn't notice that earlier. So right after 2 rounds of runs, it's Anni Korabova, Olivia Asselin, and Teresa Korabova right now. So going back to your point earlier, explain the judges' overall impression and how that works there, Maggie.
So simply put, once again, it's all about the wow factor, but they're also looking at creativity, that use of the knuckle, variety, execution of the trick, and then style. And then from there, the best 2 to 3 tricks comprise the final rankings. And one thing that I want to touch on with style, people are like, what's style? What's it all about? I mean, style, like Rell had mentioned, she draws her inspiration from Henrik Harlow, but it's almost instinctual. It's individual, it's unique to each person, to kind of the size. And style is also subjective. What I like, Jimmy, you might not like.
And that's why we're up here talking about it and not in the hot seat down there with the judges. That's a tough spot to be in right there.
Well, because I love all these women. That's why I'm so happy to be here, to be a hype woman for all these girls and for everything that they're doing, the progression of this sport. So like you mentioned, I'm happy to be talking about it.
So we're just under 10 minutes to go. Check out the belt. Look at the style here. So Anni Korabova sitting at the top spot. Your gold medalist from last year, Olivia Asselin, in silver as of now, but it's Teresa Korabova sitting in bronze.
Well, yeah, that belt was crazy. I mean, look good, ski good. Am I right, Jimmy? Oh, my goodness. No, losing a shoe there. She's springing right back up, like I said. That's what we love to see, but
still plenty of time left here. We're just under the 9.5-minute mark. Usually with the jam sessions, you end up getting about 5 runs is usually how that plays out. We will have to see here.
Yeah, losing a shoe, but she's getting it back on. I mean, that was absolutely impressive. So she was doing a rotation into the knuckle, and it looks like, I mean, I have to see the replay for how many spins she did. I can't keep track, but I really hope we see that one again from her. That was unbelievably impressive.
Yeah, not to sound like a broken record, but again, if you're watching this at home, there isn't a lip. There's not a jump. They're literally just going off of the back end of the landing here on the slope style course, and it's basically pretty flat. So it is just sheer willpower and style when they throw themselves into these spins. As we take another look at Taylor Lundquist.
Coming in switch with the switch 540, dragging those tails. And I love the stees at the bottom, the slashes. I mean, they're always just adding in these little things. And like I mentioned once again about the style, it is so unique and individual to all these athletes. And I love to see their taste and the different spice and everything that they put into their own skiing. It's unique, and that's why we call it free skiing.
See, if that bumped Taylor up one spot, she was in 7th pre-run. That'll put her into 6th. Again, no scores. It's just live ranking. You're looking at Teresa Korabova here sitting in a bronze medal spot for now, trying to hang on to that with just under 9 minutes to go.
It seems like she's not entirely happy with that trick, but I could see she was going for that switch 540, but she really was trying to drag her tails for a really long time, which I think kind of stalled her rotation there a bit. And our current leader,
Yeah,
Korabova.
she's sitting in that top spot. She was there earlier. She got bumped down to 2nd, but on that last run, she jumped back up to the top. As we take a look back here.
And this was the rotation where I think she really surprised herself, going super deep. But the judges, they loved it. So I'm really excited to see what she has here.
She sent it to the parking lot on that one, and she's back in that top spot right now. With still plenty of time left to go. This camera shot right here will give you an idea of what that knuckle looks like.
Switch 180 into the 360. So once again, she's showing us that she has variety. So that one big trick that the judges loved, she just did one massive spin off the knuckle. And now you can see there that she's trying to do a spin on the knuckle and then another spin into the landing. So really showing us that variety, which the judges absolutely love.
Okay, so we are working our way down to the 8-minute mark here. It's a 20-minute jam session if you're just joining us here. Judges looking for overall impression. It's a live ranking here. Get our first weigh-in here on the social media side at X Games. That's a whole new meeting to flying through the air. Pretty awesome. Yeah.
And here we have it. Sarah Harwood with the switch 7 tail grab. Are you kidding? Oh my gosh. Get her back up there. I need to see that stomped. Yeah, Sarah. And I can hear the crowd. This is the best part. You know, in the past, we've been in a booth, not in the crowd, but we're here back on slope, and we can hear and be a part of the energy. And when Sarah attempted this trick, the crowd went wild.
Yeah, they just opened up the doors right before we started this comp, and everyone just made their way over here, so you could see the fans were behind it. You could hear the reaction from the live event announcers as well. There's still 7 minutes plus left to go, so Sarah, you got time for that one. She made the podium last year. I believe she's in the number 8 position. I know she's sitting in that number 7 spot. So we take another look at Rell Harwood coming up on the 7-minute mark.
And there it is, the nose butter 900. I told you. I knew we were going to see it. She gave us a little taste of it on Instagram.
Listen to that reaction as she blows through the corral right here. Somebody's got a cowbell back here. The fans definitely appreciative of that. And Rell Harwood just jumps up to the top of the leaderboard.
Rell.
She has overtaken Anni Korabova.
I mean, this event really highlights Rell skiing. Yes, she is a very extremely talented big air skier.
Let's check in one more time with Kristen out in the field.
And Rell Harwood, you're top of the boards, girl. For a run like that, what did it take?
I don't know. I kind of just tried to turn off my brain and do it and not really think about it. But I don't know, just stoked to be out here.
Well, Rell, it's so cool to see you be able to land that one. Go up there and give it another go.
I love it. Oh my gosh. It's so true. Like, you hear her say, I just tried to turn off my brain and do it. That's kind of what this event is about. There's no strategy. It's just feel it, go for what you think you can do.
So Olivia Asselin now sitting in that bronze medal position.
Woo! Okay, going
Under
in
6 minutes to go.
with that switch 540. It looks like she wanted a little bit more to me. You can tell that she's got a little more in the tank there. Still, nonetheless, so steezy. But once again, just dropping out of the sky. So I think legs kind of went maybe a little bit bigger than she thought.
So we're at 5.5. If the time runs out in the middle of the run order, they do finish it out so everyone gets the same amount of runs. But it's your silver medal last year sitting in the top spot from right now. It's the Finn, Anni Korabova, sitting in the silver medal spot, and last year's gold medalist, Olivia Asselin, sitting in bronze. However, this thing is still far from over. We go back up to the top of the order. Salt Lake City's Marin Hamill.
Here we have Marin coming in switch. Oh, we saw this trick from a couple ladies last year, but the massive switch 0 spin. And the switch 0 spin is technically a straight air, but you start switch and you land switch.
But again, to go as deep as she just went there, and you're going off of the feature that has no lip. You're going backwards, and to travel that distance,
I mean, it's terrifying. It looks easy because you're like, oh, it's a straight air, but your body naturally wants to rotate back to forward. So you're basically fighting your natural instincts to stay switch, but making it look easy, not flailing one bit, and just sending it to the bottom of the lane.
Fighting the urge to want to look over your shoulder to try to figure out where you're going, but she sent that super deep. We are at 4.5 minutes left to go before we hand out some ski hardware here at X Games Aspen 2025. Rell Harwood sitting in the top spot. Here comes our second X Games rookie in the lineup, Grace Eldon.
Grace, oh, there she goes, stomping. So sick. So she's doing that variety where she does a 180 on the top knuckle and then keeps rotating, landing forward, back into the landing. See that there? I think she's a dancer. They mentioned something that she's on a cheer figure skating team at Montana State University.
Competitive hockey cheer team.
Thank you.
It's basically cheerleading stunts while you're figure skating.
I've never heard of that before.
That was a new one for me as well. It's for the Montana State Bobcats. They are known as the Montana State Ice Girls.
Montana State Ice Girls, I love it.
We're learning on the fly out here tonight. That was a shot at your career leader, Rell Harwood, that you just saw a second ago. We're working our way towards 3.5 minutes to go here. Taylor Lundquist, she sits in that number 6 position.
See what she has here for us, coming in switch with a big switch 540. Ooh, slipping out a little bit. But she's back up on her feet.
Good to see her bounce back up quick. She took a pretty good slap on that one. And you could see her down here in the corral. She's kind of shaking that one off. You see the reaction. She said, "Woo!" Yeah, that was a little bit of a bouncer.
That was rowdy. Well, you know, sometimes I don't like to play. There's snow snakes out there, you know, they get you.
Teresa, she was in the top 3. She now finds herself just on the outside looking in here. We're under 3 minutes to go.
Oh, wait, oh my gosh. That was unbelievable. We got the height meter, right? Where's the height meter? I need a height meter. People, there is no knuckle out here. She just said that with pure strength and will of her legs. That is terrifying. That is terrifying.
With no lip, nothing to propel you upwards. You're just tucking into that and sending it.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm sorry, but that was unbelievable. Where is she? I mean, that might jump her into third place.
Think that's going to overtake? Oh, it jumped her up to silver. Oh. Look at you with the crystal ball over here. Oh my goodness. So Teresa, she jumps up into silver. That's going to bump last year's gold medalist down to the number 4 spot. So it's Rell Harwood, Teresa Korabova, and Anni Korabova now with 2 minutes to go. And here comes Anni Korabova here.
I mean, that's what I love about this format and the jam session. Anything can happen. Whoa, Annie staying on her feet. But that, once again, that's what I love. Anything can happen, you know?
If this holds up and Annie stays in and she gets a medal, that'll be the first time that a woman skier from Finland has medaled at the X Games.
You're kidding.
That's huge.
That's unbelievable.
She's looking at a bronze medal now. We're down to 1:30 to go. So this might be it with 3 skiers left to go here in the lineup and the time winding down. This might be it. We could be looking at the last run here.
Sarah going for that switch 720 again. Oh man, just a little bit under-rotated. And yeah, just under-rotated a little bit and lost both skis there. But once again, happy to see her sprinting back up there, grabbing it. And you know what? Sometimes you see the skis come off and you're like, that looks bad. But you know what? It actually is okay. Sometimes you want those skis to come off. So, but right now, here's our current reader.
Yeah, Rell Harwood sitting in that top spot. Remember, she walked out of here with a silver last year. She would love to trade that one up and walk out of here with the gold knuckles. We will see how this unfolds. We're being told this will be the last 2 runs.
So if Rell wins this, she will be the most recent American gold for female in any ski discipline. And apparently...
Since 2020 Norway, who won that one?
That was me, Jimmy!
Now look at that. Welcome to the stat world out here, Maggie. So Rell Harwood sitting in the top spot. We're being told that after this, there's 1 more skier to go. Time has run out.
Oh my gosh, what was that? Was that a 1260?
How did she hang on to that? I thought she went down. What did she lose?
She just lost something in the landing. Rell Harwood, what was that?
What came off? Did she lose the glove? Is that a GoPro? Was that part of her goggles?
1260.
How do you do that without a lip?
My mind is blown right now. And you should see the camaraderie, from the females. Everyone is blown and the crowd is going crazy. Here we have it, nose butter, 7, 10, 12. I mean, a little bit under-rotated, but I mean, nonetheless.
Look at Selema.
That was
over there in the host, and he's like, huh? What just happened? Yeah, us too, buddy.
Oh my.
And now she's got to hike, or someone's got to hike back up and go retrieve whatever it was that came up. Was that part of the goggle? I have no idea.
I think those were her goggles. She just wore them on her head. She wasn't even, they weren't on her eyes.
That was insane. So she was in the top spot already. So now, here we go. Last skier to go. We're being told this is it because she was your defending gold medalist. She runs out the run order, so this is it. She's on the outside looking in. She sits in that number 4 position. Will she jump back up? This is last year's recipient of the gold knuckles in the first ever contested women's ski knuckle huck. It's Olivia Asselin.
Oh, I mean, pressure's on being in that 4th place spot, knowing you have 1 more trick left. We'll see what she has.
Oh.
Coming in switch for us.
The jitters.
Switch 180. Is she going to do the flat 5? Yes!
Oh, no! She goes
Olivia
down and loses the skis. Tough break there for your gold medalist from last year. She gets up right away.
But look at us,
the hands
showing
up.
us the love. I mean, that's what it's all about. I hate to say when these women don't land the tricks, but that's part of progression. Sometimes you have to throw it, and you don't always land. But man, oh man, Olivia, thank you. That was incredible. Thanks for trying. And I mean, Rell Harwood, I have no words.
You've got
I have no words.
You've got some history. I mean, you ran the stat. You said the stat. The last American woman skier, well, it was you back in Norway in 2020 with slopestyle. Teresa, that's the first Czech female the ski medal, and then Annie with the first Finnish women's
You're
medal.
kidding. This is unbelievable. Yes.
That's a history podium right there. Are you kidding me?
And here we have Rell Harwood. All right, we got that nose butter. And it's starting off with her nose butter 900. I mean, that's a signature trick. She's got that all day long.
Well, let's send it down to Kristen.
Rell Harwood, in your X Games appearance in 2024, you're under bronze and a silver. You're topping it with a gold here in 2025. Girl, how do you describe this emotion?
I can't describe it. I don't even know what to feel. My legs are shaking right now.
Your family was standing by watching the entire event. Your mom ringing the Rell bell. Did you hear it out there?
I feel like I did kind of hear a bell, but yeah, I'm just stoked they're here and everyone freaking crushed it. I'm so proud of all the girls, and yeah, it was so much fun.
How can you describe the camaraderie in Knuckle Huck? I mean, Olivia Asselin, last year's gold medalist, standing by waiting to, congratulate you.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all just so crazy and such a sick event. I love it.
Congratulations, girl. Enjoy this one. Enjoy the moment. Her friends moving in to give her a big hug. Guys, this is special. Rell Harwood's first ever gold medal at X Games Aspen 2025.
Well, during her rookie appearance last year, she earned her first 2 medals ever. She got a silver in Knuckle Huck, and she got a bronze in Big Air. And now, Maggie, here in 2025, she comes back and takes away the best-looking medal you can get, and that is gold.
And once again, I mean, no women, I've never heard of it. A 1260 off the knuckle? That's the biggest rotation I ever did off a jump. I can't believe it. Rell Harwood, thank you.
Anni Korabova with the bronze, Teresa Korabova with the silver, and Rell Harwood takes Knuckle Huck gold.